John the Magician here with the explanation and the tutorial to one of my favorite tricks called weighted aces. I've done this trick for probably about 10 years now, and it's gotten a little refined over the years, and this is by far one of my favorite tricks, and I think it's one of the most powerful tricks to do to a spectator, because you have two transpositions. The same thing from the spectator's point of view happens again as just happened, and it happens even more with even more amazement. So what you need for the trick is the 4 aces. Now I'm going to have Jennifer zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm going to be doing with my hands. Now what I like to explain is that black ink weighs more than red ink, and the spade is the heaviest of all the aces. It's a good storyline, good premise behind the trick. Now the setup for the first transposition, you're going to have to know how to do a double lift. It goes spade, club, and then the 2 red. Doesn't matter the order of the 2 red, just spade, club. Because the first thing you're going to do is have a spectator hold out their hand, and this is how I set up my double lift. I take off one card, I flick it to prove it's singular. When I do that, I take the next card over and get the pinky break underneath it. So it's prepared to do the double lift. So when I take this card, which is really the spade, but I flick it, I never show them the spade, I say, we're going to take the club, break under 2 cards, turn both cards over as 1 with the double lift. The club, the lighter of the 2 black cards, goes on the bottom. I have them put their hand on top. As soon as their hand goes on top, I put the next card on top and I say, the spade goes on top. Now to prove it's the spade, I immediately turn over the 2 red cards. By showing it's the 2 red cards, they just saw the club, they immediately see the 2 red cards, they assume that's the spade. With my verbal acknowledgement, it clears up that it's the spade. So in real time, I'm going to do it again. I explain, it happens very quickly, I explain black ink is heavier than red ink, which means the spade is the heaviest of the black cards. We're going to take the club is the lighter of the 2 black cards, goes on the bottom,